Hey, I'm Sam Ames, the general manager at one of our stores in Atlanta. I'm the star of our newest commercial, all about Tech Coach. Stay tuned for my national debut. Up to Speed starts in 3, 2, 1.
Hey everyone, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome to Up to Speed. We will get to Sam's big debut in a few minutes here, but first wanted to give an update on Hurricane Isaias with network leader Serg Mislevy. You may remember we talked to Serg a few weeks ago at the start of hurricane season in June about how the teams were preparing in a COVID world where many of them are spread out, scattered, and working remotely. So Serg, thanks so much for taking the time to join us today. What can you tell us? Give us the latest.
Hey, Katie, good afternoon. Hey, it's always an exciting time in the network team, especially this time of the year. I want to start off by saying the network is performing exceptionally well from Florida all the way up to Maine so far. We've been preparing for this for 9 days, just for this Hurricane Isaias. It's been tormenting us and changing direction every 3 hours for the past week, but nobody does it better than the network team and Verizon Wireless. This doesn't just happen. It takes a lot of preparation. It's at the heart of what we do. You know, we like to say we believe in network sustainability to make sure our network is up and working at all times during the worst of conditions, because that's when our customers and first responders are relying on us. We let our competitors worry about disaster recovery. We worry about staying on the air at all times. The network is doing really well. The Florida, Georgia, South Carolina team has fared well throughout the early stages of the storms when it stayed offshore. But as we know, last night about 10 o'clock, the storm came on at Myrtle Beach, and it came on with pretty much a vengeance through North Carolina, which felt the brunt of it. But the network is really performing at really BAU conditions currently as it makes its way up through Virginia and now through the mid-Atlantic area. We have a redundancy and capacity in our network to ensure that it's working at BAU throughout the Carolinas and Virginia right now, and we expect that to continue as we move forward through the rest of the evening. We have about another 12 hours to go. The winds are still really, really strong at a good 70 miles an hour, but it's moving quickly up through the Northeast. I think it's in your territory right now. You're all suffering some power glitches up there.
It is. Right. We've got lots of rain out that window behind me, if you can see.
Lots of rain, lots of wind, more to come. There's been a lot of tornadoes, some heavy rain, some flooding, and I believe the latest number is about 800,000 folks without power on the East Coast. So we still have about another 12 hours to go, but the network team is the best at what they do. We prepare for this year-round for any kind of event that can come our way, and the network is showing it at every level, at every aspect. It's very, very strong, performing well, and we expect that to continue through the rest of the evening. I just want to, let everybody know we don't take any event lightly. This started off as a tropical storm, maybe disintegrating and falling apart, and you see what it turned into. We remind everybody in network that the last 4 Cat 5 hurricanes, which are the strongest, 3 days prior to that, they were all tropical storms. So we prepare in earnest for every event. This year was a little bit of a twist with COVID, so we had to make sure that we're doing things a little different, a little safer. And that is the case. Safety is number one, what we do in every aspect of network for our families, for ourselves, for our employees. And this year, especially so with COVID, we're taking every precaution through COVID. We have virtual EOCs that we are using in place. That's our initial plans until if things degrade and get worse enough, then we will consider going into a face-to-face EOC. But at this point, we're running virtual EOCs from the Carolinas, and the plans are to do that through the rest of the evening throughout the rest of the markets.
All right, Serg, thanks so much thank you so much. We appreciate you taking the time to join us. And of course, thank you to you and the network team for that work you do round the clock and well in advance of these storms to keep all of us and keep our customers connected. We appreciate it. It's also a great time to remind everyone that V2V, our employee relief fund, is there for employees if they're displaced from their homes due to natural disasters, fires, or domestic violence. The fund is supported by V-teamers who want to be there for their fellow employees in their time of need. And you can learn more about V2V and how you can get involved, donate on Inside Verizon. Now, turning over to our topic at hand for today. A few weeks ago, we introduced a new series that's all about demonstrating the work we do as a company to demonstrate to customers that we're working hard to serve them better. We started off with Number Lock, a feature that helps customers be protected against identity theft and fraud. Take a look at that spot.
You probably think about your phone getting stolen, but not your phone number. I'm Jesse, and I work at Verizon. If your identity's stolen, chances are your phone number will be stolen too. Now, with Number Lock, you can prevent your phone number from being transferred to another carrier without your permission. You can easily set it up in the My Verizon app. We make sure that your calls, texts, and other information are yours and only yours. Your number is safe with us.
So that was the spot that kicked off this series, Number Lock, and I've got Chief Marketing Officer Diego Scotti joining us now to talk about this program that, again, is all about we're working hard to serve you better. So, Diego, thanks so much for joining us today.
Hey, Katie, how are you? It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. I'm good as long as the power is still on here. So, let's talk about this. So there are teams that are working hard all across the business, constantly obsessed with how do we identify those customer challenges and solve for them. So tell me a little bit about how this program amplifies that work that's happening across the board.
Well, first of all, everybody knows that customer satisfaction is one of the biggest priorities for the company, not only obviously on the network side, and it's great to see Sergey giving us an update today, because that is definitely the biggest area when we talk about customer satisfaction. But then we also talk about how do we help our customers do everything that they want to do with Verizon in an easier and a simpler way. And this is something that applies across all of our businesses. So there's a lot of work on the consumer side, on the business side, also on the media side. We want to make Verizon synonymous with great services. Why? Because we always have been, but also as the needs of our consumers and customers evolve, we want to make sure that we are there. And we measure customer satisfaction with something that we call NPS. I'm sure you probably heard it. It's called Net Promoter Score, which is basically asking our customers if they would be willing to recommend Verizon. We rank that from 1 to 10, and the Net Promoter Score is the difference between the people that say, yes, we'll recommend you, and no, we won't recommend you. We increased NPS 5 points this year, and this is the result of the work that everyone in the consumer group has been doing to ensure that we identify those customer pain points, and then we create solutions for those in a way that we keep banging one after the other. Then when we have that tremendous power of solving customer needs, then we said, well, we have to ensure that our customers know, because in a lot of cases, these are important things that we do to solve those problems. But if the customers don't know, they won't either use them or give us credit for it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, this is so much more than just, again, announcing a new product or a feature. Talk to us about how this kind of demonstrates our commitment to customers on that journey.
Well, listen, I sometimes I laugh when our competitors talk about solving customer pain points as a matter of maybe that they own the whole truth. We've been doing that for years. The dedication of our employees in the front lines, in stores, and customer service is all about solving customer pain points. In this day and age as well, when we also talk about digital as being a great, an important way for us to engage with our customers, it just gives us the opportunity to do even more. Number Lock, for example, we know that our customers are worried about privacy and security, so that's a very simple way to ensure that they feel protected. And what we've done is created what we call a rolling calendar of features that we will introduce regularly every month, and every month we'll come back and tell one of those stories until there's no pain points to remove. This is something that I always say, you're never done with customer experience, we're never done with customer satisfaction, but it's also very important that we take every single thing that becomes a nuance, that becomes something that our customers don't want, but also that we take those opportunities to delight our customers. And I'm always take a great pleasure when I get emails or letters from customers saying, oh, I use this thing that maybe other companies are overlooking, but Verizon thought about it and Verizon solved it.
Yeah. So speaking of, the next service we're talking about as part of this program is Tech Coach. So talk to us, a little bit, I guess, about that, and what we're solving there. I think speaking in a world where a lot of people are looking for service at home, they're not venturing out as much. Tech Coach is a great service, especially at this point.
Absolutely, and Tech Coach is one of those features or services that when you try it, you become really a fan of it, because for some of us that maybe we're not as tech savvy, when you get your new phone and it gets to the time of connecting it to everything that is linked to at home, other devices, and even have questions. When you get the phone, it's, the stress starts. How do I do that? So Tech Coach, you have it for 30 days. You can call and make sure that they help you with any questions that you have in terms of connected devices, and to really make the most out of your new device. What an amazing way to start, either when you become a new Verizon customer or when you get a new device. A great opportunity to delight our customers.
Yeah, absolutely. So, at the beginning of the show, we heard from Sam Ames. He's the V-teamer who is featured in the Tech Coach spot. So, Diego, talk to us a little bit about the decision to have employees serve as the spokespeople for this program.
Well, first of all, to Sam and to Jesus or Jesse, thank you, because you guys were amazing. And I tell you, we made a decision a while back, which was about ensuring that our brand, part of the way we present ourselves to the world is with authenticity. And that defines the Verizon brand in a very, I think, compelling and differentiated way versus our competitors. So that's what you've seen in all of our advertising, primarily using real customers, real engineers, and also real employees that are in front of serving our customers. This is an important one because it's consistent with our strategy as the brand, but also, like in anything, when you have somebody that is very passionate about something, guess what? They're going to tell that story better than anyone. So I'm so extremely grateful to not only Jesus and Sam, because we have a lot of other employees coming into this campaign that to me, they're the best storytellers in the world. So thank you, and I hope we can have a lot more of you in front of the camera. You do a great job representing the Verizon brand.
All right. Well, what do you say? Let's take a look at that Tech Coach spot starring Sam.
You just unbox your new device, you look at the instructions, and that's when the fun ends. My name is Sam, and I work at Verizon. Sometimes setting up new tech can be overwhelming. That's why there's Tech Coach in the My Verizon app. Chat live with the Tech Coach to help you with your wireless devices and virtually anything they connect to, like smart home accessories or your smartwatch. And this service is included for 30 days after you activate a new device. The support you need whenever you need it.
Awesome.
More support.
Go ahead, Diego.
More support from the network, more people rely on. I tell you that it makes me so proud when we put those statements in the marketplace, because we're leaning in. I think from my perspective, there's nothing that can get on the way of making sure that our customers know that we're there to support them. And in terms of our competitors sometimes claiming that they own customer service, that is not true, and we're going to be there to prove it.
Absolutely. And, as you can see from that spot, Sam is so dynamic, and not just when he's on set. He's a big fan of Tech Coach, of course, in real life as well. And I caught up with him to learn a little bit about his experience being in a new spot like this, and just to get to know him a little bit better. Take a look.
My name is Sam Ames. I've been with the company for 6 years. I am currently a general manager at the West Midtown location. I remember getting the email and I was like, this is not true. There's no Verizon commercial that's happening for Verizon employees. So I reached out to my district manager and she was like, yes, Sam, it is true. And you should definitely audition. And then I was really shocked when I got the email saying, hey, we want you to come to the studio to go ahead and record. I was like, oh, this is amazing. When I got to the studio, that was awesome too. They were very safe, very clean. We had to make sure that we were wearing our masks, make sure that we were social distancing, checked our temperatures twice. It was a phenomenal experience, and I would love to do something like that again. My family and friends would definitely be surprised seeing me in this commercial because I've hardly told anybody. They know that I love acting. They know that my dream was always to be on TV. So when they see me on there, my phone probably will start lighting up. Tech Coach is basically a group of experts that are dedicated to solving our customers' issues and problems that they may have, not only with their phones, but any connected devices that they have that attach to the phone. And so the best thing about it is that they can even go into your phone remotely and help fix your problems. I've been working for multiple stores while my store is closed, really adapting to touchless, and I can say it is a great experience, not only for us, but also for our customers. I absolutely love co-browse, and then also the bill payment kiosk and all the new enhancements to it, even the curbside. That process was amazing as well. The thing that I'm most looking forward to is definitely being back with my work family. I miss them. I love them so much. And to start being in sync and really go ahead and crush touchless, that's going to be our #1 priority. I just can't wait to be back with my family.
Awesome. So great to see, right? Love it.
That's amazing.
Diego, to your point, we've got no better spokespeople than our employees who are out there talking to customers about services like Tech Coach every day. So, you can tell Sam just can't wait to get back to his store, be with his team again, and start talking to customers. So, Diego, as we start to wrap it up today, any final thoughts from you?
Well, I would say, first of all, I don't want to correct you, but we have the best customer service people in the world, period. So it's not only the best spokesperson, they're the best service people in the world. I tell you one more thing that I think is important that this work highlights, which is all the work that the teams are doing on my Verizon app and what my friend Ronan calls the phygital experience, which is the combination of our retail and digital experiences coming together. The My Verizon app is becoming more and more a front door for all of these great services that we offer, almost like a remote control for your relationship with Verizon. And it's evolving to a place that I think is one of the best apps, at least the ones that I have in my phone that I like to interact with because I can do everything with one tap. What I said to everybody is, listen, we have a lot of work to do. We can do a lot more for our customers, but we are in a great position to really lead the industry on digital experiences and continue to increase this customer satisfaction. That is such an important point in terms of how our customers want to do business with us and stay being customers of Verizon. So thanks everybody for what you're doing and for the support for the brand.
All right, Diego, thanks so much for joining us today. We really do appreciate it. All right, a quick reminder before we wrap up today. Today at 3 p.m. Eastern, we've got the third installment of our Next 20 series. So Next 20 is our new series of conversations about the top issues that will define the next 20 years. Each episode features emerging and established change makers who explore the inspiration behind their ideas. So for today's episode, Black history is American history, and yet we rarely spend more than a few chapters learning about it in school. So in our episode debuting today, V-teamer David Hubbard interviews Dr. Khalil Gibran Muhammad, professor of history, race, and public policy at the Harvard Kennedy School, to discuss the importance of Black history and the actions each of us can take to build a more equitable future. We're calling it American History 101. Be sure to watch at 3 p.m. Eastern on our VZ Up to Speed Twitter handle. It will also stream live on Verizon's LinkedIn page, Build by Yahoo, HuffPost, and In the Know. And if you've missed the earlier episodes of the Next 20 series, which focused on criminal justice reform and voter education, you can check those out on our Race and Social Justice Toolkit, which is available on Inside Verizon, or you can download the episodes as a podcast. Just search Up to Speed in your favorite podcast player. Well, that will wrap it up for us today. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe. Until next time, you're Up to Speed.